Arweave. So they are creating the perma web. This is basically the permanent storage of data. And in a world where data is king, in a world where data is money, Arweave could, in theory, be very, very successful. Most of the biggest companies in the world make money from data. So I want to take a look at what this is doing right now, where they're at, and where potentially they can go in this bull cycle. Now, before I get into it, folks, if you're new here, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were all coins that I thought could do really well and make a lot of money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. You can also see how high these went about 16 months on, and what your profits would have been if you'd put $100 into them. So 100 into each would have netted you over 123 grand in profit. Now the thing is obviously you don't have like 16 months to get your portfolio sorted. We're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the coins that you own or not confident in them, maybe you got to change your portfolio up. If you're not sure where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, so they make the exact same profit. And the added bonus is, of course, there's no work for them to do. If you go onto the site, you'll be able to see what my members have earned. You can see all the successes we've had. It's public record as well, so you can verify it on the history of this channel. If you like what you see, and if you're interested in the coins that I own, the ones that I think can 20x, 40x, 100x, and you want to find out exactly what they are, all you've got to do that, guys, is join up on the site. Now let's talk Arweave. So currently priced at $10.90. It launched back in 2020. And in the first bull cycle that it was in, it did well. You know, it launched at around 50 cents and it went up to like $80. In fact, an all-time high was $90.94. So what they're creating is a decentralized storage network. They call it the perma web. The network wants to be a permanent decentralized web with a number of community-driven apps and platforms. The whole premise is to offer a platform that for the indefinite storage of data. And it's basically a collectively owned hard drive that never forgets. The Arweave token pays miners to indefinitely store the network's information. So it was founded by Sam Williams and William Jones. They're two PhD candidates in the University of Kent. Williams came to the project with experience in decentralized and distributed systems, having developed an operating system called Hydra operating system as a part of his studies. Jones' focus was on graph theory and neural networking. And while Williams dropped out of graduate school to focus on the company, Jones left the project early on in mid-2018 and completed his PhD. So they came up with the idea while walking up a mountain in Scotland, later bringing the concept to Jones, with whom he developed the technical details. Williams was named an advisor to MindSpider, which is a company providing blockchain-based supply tracking for raw materials industry, and served as a mentor for Techstars Accelerator program. So while Arweave was founded with centralized leadership, it launched a DAO in January of 2020, comprised of core community members to further the development and expansion of the network and its ecosystem. So what makes it unique is effectively that their goal is a perma web. I like this. They actually received funding, by the way, from Andreessen Horowitz, Union Square Ventures, and Coinbase, which, again, 8.3 million, not bad. So they seek to ensure the collective ability to store and share information between individuals across time to new generations. In order to accomplish this goal, the perma web is built on top of Arweave's BlockWeave, which is a variation of blockchain tech, where each block is linked to both the one immediately prior and also a random earlier one. Arweave incentivizes miners to store more data because they need to be able to access random previous blocks to add new ones and receive the rewards. Because, like I said, it's a random block from previously. That's how the mining, that's how BlockWeave works. So they unveiled a in June of 2020 as well, profit sharing tokens. These allow developers to receive dividends when network transaction fees are generated from their app. Sonic have done something recently to do with that as well. I actually think that's a really good incentive for developers, because if you're a developer that really believes you can get something off the ground, you've got a constant stream of income as opposed to an initial grant that might get you up and running. But after that, unless you're a significant token holder, the profits from a project are minimal. So as I said, the permanent information storage, that's the premise, right? So Arweave network is like Bitcoin, but for data. It's a permanent decentralized web inside an open ledger. Permanent storage has many applications, from the preservation of humanity's most important data to the hosting of truly decentralized and provably neutral web apps. And actually, the preservation of humanity's most important data is actually very valuable. Like, anyone that watches Dave Chappelle, stand-up comedy, right? He talks about, I can't remember where he did this. It might have been at some speech, where he talks about in particular African cultures, there is a person that is the library that holds the stories of the past. And when that person dies, those stories are lost to time unless it's passed on to a younger member of the community to then take over that role. And you think about the generations and generations of lost stories. It's hard to know your family history because most of the people in your family will have died by now. So something like this, where you can preserve humanity's most important data, most important information, can be exceedingly valuable. And it is widely adopted. As such, its ecosystem is fully decentralized. So this site is just the tip of the iceberg. It acts as a map that points you to places you can learn about, use, and build on Weave. So if you want to check out Use, you can see some of the things that they've got up and running. So you've got Arweave events. You can explore the wiki. So we'll have a look at the wiki. Excuse me. So you've got podcast for perma web pioneers, podcast for permacast, and then we can explore the ecosystem as well. So let's have a look and see where they're at. So list of projects and services and apps making up the Arweave ecosystem. There's 151 right now. Whether they're decentralized oracles, whether it's multi-language execution environment for smart contracts. You've got a lot of infrastructure, DAO. Obviously, there'll be some exchanges here. I really do wish projects would stop listing exchanges. Ancientinternet.org, simplified, free, and quick way to make sure any Twitter account content can be backed up. Gaming. AO Store, platform that reimagines the App Store experience by integrating crypto-based features. Apps Network, deterministic GPU computing. You got our Code Studio, our Drive. Offers never-ending storage of the most valuable files. Pay once and save your memories forever. That's a good idea. Official project links. So again, it's a decentralized alternative to your Dropboxes, your Google Drives, your Microsoft OneDrive. And they're going to be forever. They're going to be forever. And the thing is again, like I touched upon this at the beginning, like the biggest companies make money off of data. They don't make money off of any, like that's their biggest income, right? It's part of the reason Zuckerberg flew out to Africa to find out about the M-Pesa and how that worked because that was just a literal simple text way of sending money. But it was, what he realized is the litany of microtransactions gives so much data about every individual. And that kind of that technology was something he was very interested in for the purposes of formerly Facebook Meta, right? Because all that data allows you to then tailor everything to your customer in a better way so that people stayed on the site for longer, they engaged with the platform for longer. Data's where the money is. Arweave have a very good premise here. They're very well backed. While the price is not huge at the moment, I do think Arweave has a solid shot of breaking its all-time high. Its all-time high was $90. Yes, that's 9x from where it is right now. I think it can get to 100. I think there is a solid shot of that. Because if you're talking about the storage of all of humanity's most important info, if big companies start taking this seriously as a way for them to store, some of their original codes, there's so many different use cases globally in every industry. And again, really, all Arweave need to do, I do think the site needs tarting up a bit, but I don't think that's the biggest, most important thing. I think now it's the case of making connections with big companies, with big industries, and starting to show the benefits of a permaweb, starting to show the benefits of just permanent storage. It's immensely valuable because everything can go wrong on most storage platforms. This is not the case here. So there's a big, big plus to this. It's just, it's got a big ask to get to $10 to $100, but I think it's very, very achievable for something that has a real use case. And it fits in with a use case that actually benefits industries as well as people. As a concept, I'm bullish on the concept. Let's see if their team can get the partnerships and the relationships in place for this to rise. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you are not happy with the performance of your coins, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price I'm going to do it. This means my members can copy along exactly, so they make the exact same profit as me without any work at all. If you go onto the site, you will see the profits my members have made. You will see the successes we have had. It's public record, so you can verify it all on this channel's history. If you want to find out about the coins that I'm in, the coins that I think in 10, 20, 40, 100x, you want to find out what their names are, why I like them, all you've got to do that is join up on the site, guys. And if you do, I'll see you there. And if you don't, no worries, I will see you all in the next video. That's it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.